Depth of the quiet. Chapter 25. Reclaiming your dignity. Finding yourself after humiliation, accusation, and erasure. There is a point in estrangement where the pain stops being just grief and becomes something else. Something quieter and in many ways deeper. A loss of dignity. You did not lose dignity because you were unworthy of it. You lost it because estrangement places parents in situations that are humiliating and dehumanizing by nature, being blocked by your own child, being spoken about online where you cannot defend yourself, hearing strangers judge you from a distance, watching family members tiptoe around you, being replaced and rewritten in the very story you lived, being accused of motives you never had, being denied the chance to speak your truth, seeing your child praise someone else for the role you held, having your past reinterpreted without you, having your love dismissed as manipulation. Nothing strips dignity faster than being portrayed as someone you are not by someone you love most. This chapter is about taking your dignity back, not through confrontation, not through defense, and not through pleading, but through a quiet reclamation of who you are. Dignity is not about how others see you. It is about how you see yourself. Estrangement tricks parents into believing that dignity is something others bestow. If they believe me, I'd have dignity. If they let me speak, I'd have dignity. If my child saw the truth, I'd have dignity. If my family sided with me, I'd have dignity. But dignity is not given. It is lived. It is not external. It is internal. It is not dependent on the version of you that others decide to believe. It is rooted in the version of you that exists regardless of their belief. Dignity returns the moment you choose to stop outsourcing your self-respect to people who cannot or will not see you clearly. Estrangement forces parents into undignified positions. When you are desperate not to lose a child, you do things you never imagined. You apologize for things you didn't do to prevent the door from closing. You walk on eggshells to avoid triggering their anger. You accept false accusations because arguing makes things worse. You tolerate disrespect because you love them. You stay silent to avoid conflict. You shrink yourself so they won't feel threatened by your presence. None of this is failure. None of this is weakness. None of this is lack of dignity. It is love. It is survival. It is the instinct of a parent trying to protect the last thread, connecting them to their child. Now comes the time to reclaim the dignity you preserved. Beneath all that sacrifice, reclaiming dignity begins with one quiet decision. I will not beg for what I deserve to be invited into. Pleading steals dignity. It drains your spirit. It tells your nervous system that your worth is negotiable. You deserve basic respect, basic truth, basic fairness, basic humanity, basic kindness. Not because you are perfect, but because you are a person. You can still hope, and still love, and still long, and still welcome reconciliation without begging for it. Hope can remain. Dignity must return. Reclaiming dignity means stopping the self-interrogation loop. Estrangement ignites a mental spiral that undermines your dignity. Was I a terrible parent? What did I do wrong? Am I the person they say I am? Did I cause this? Was I blind? These questions are understandable. They are human, but they are not the full truth. Many estranged parents judge themselves through the eyes of a child who is hurt, influenced, or emotionally overwhelmed. But your dignity lives in the truth of your heart, not in the distorted lens your child currently uses. Reclaiming dignity means saying, I will examine myself honestly, but I will not crucify myself based on someone else's pain or someone else's narrative. Reclaiming dignity means refusing to carry identities that aren't yours. Estrangement often saddles parents with labels that are wildly inaccurate, toxic, narcissistic, controlling, neglectful. emotionally unsafe, manipulative. You may have flaws. We all do. But you are not the caricature you were cast as. Letting go of these identities is dignity. I reject what is not mine, even if they insist on giving it to me. This is quiet strength. This is psychological sovereignty. This is dignity. Your truth does not need an audience to be valid. One of the deepest dignities you reclaim is the right to hold truth without performing it. Your truth does not need agreement, validation, permission, acknowledgement, correction from others, audience approval. Your truth stands because it is truth. Whether your child believes it or not does not alter its reality. Quiet truth is dignity. Lived truth is dignity. Consistent truth is dignity. And no one, not your child, their partner, a therapist, a step-parent, or an online community, can take that from you. Reclaiming dignity means living a life that reflects who you really are. You cannot control the narrative about you, but you can control the life you live now. Dignity is expressed in how you move through the world, the way you treat people, the way you handle pain, the way you speak, the integrity you demonstrate, the character you embody, the calm you maintain, the values you uphold, the compassion you choose, the boundaries you enforce, the love you give honestly. Your life becomes the mirror of your dignity. Your character becomes your witness. Your actions become your legacy. And even if your child cannot see it now, your life will stand as the quiet, undeniable proof of who you truly were. Dignity is not the opposite of grief. It is the companion of grief. You can grieve and still be dignified. You can cry and still be dignified. You can long and still be dignified. You can miss your child with every breath and still walk with dignity. Dignity is not stoic. It is not emotionless. It is not detached. Dignity is the strength to stay human. In the face of dehumanization, to stay grounded. In the face of erasure, to stay compassionate. In the face of cruelty, to stay truthful. In the face of distortion. Why this chapter matters. Reclaiming your dignity is not about letting go of your child. It is about letting go of the shame, that estrangement falsely attached to you. It is about returning to the fundamental truth: you are worthy, you are human, you are imperfect in the way. All parents are imperfect, and you are deserving of respect, truth, and peace. Even if your child never grants you that dignity, you can still grant it to yourself. Estrangement can wound you, but it cannot define you. Unless you let it, your dignity is not lost. It is simply waiting to be reclaimed. If this content resonated with you, you're welcome to like and subscribe to Depth of the Quiet. This is a space you can return to whenever you need steadiness, whether that's during a quiet afternoon or at 2 a.m. when your thoughts feel heavy and sleep feels far away. If you feel comfortable, you're invited to share your reflections, questions, or experiences in the comments. Your voice may offer comfort to another parent walking a similar path. And if today isn't a day for interaction, that's completely okay too. There is never any pressure here, only support, understanding, and the freedom to heal at your own pace. You are always welcome in this space,